This is Pastor Jesse from Three Temples Ministries. This video, short, I'll keep, is primarily meant for the Prime Minister of Israel, Ben Netanyahu. Netanyahu, Ben, the Prime Minister, the great Prime Minister of Israel, and our dear friend Lindsey Graham, our Senator Lindsey Graham for the USA, who you recently met and enjoyed friendship, that same strength of friendship, Netanyahu, we need to find a way to spread it all over God's country, Israel, God's land, the Holy Land, because this pride, like global, it's infested. It's like locusts. They're all over. You know, ever since our president passed, Obama, let them free and support and embrace them, there was no turning back. And here we are now, 2021, Netanyahu. And it hurt me. The video I made before this one, I literally was practically going to weep bitterly because of this. I cannot, I love humans. I love people. I don't hate people. I disagree with their sins. If they want, if pride is what they choose, so be it. They'll be judged. Okay, Netanyahu, they will be judged. They will not go through that nice narrow gate to heaven to see their families. There is another gate that awaits them, and it's not a pleasant thing. So I don't understand, Netanyahu. You're the prime minister of the Holy Land, Israel. This is God's country. Moses, King David, Solomon, the prophets, Samuel. It goes on, and Jesus of all things, the apostles, the Virgin Mary, Joseph, John the Baptist. They're all from your country, Netanyahu. And now we put the Star of David, the Holy Star on a gay flag, a pride flag. That's unacceptable, Netanyahu. That is totally unacceptable. These kids, they're just bathing in their lust and desire and the vanity. They don't care about the Star of David. They wouldn't care what kind of history you have on your holy land. They're just into the pride, and they'll see that nobody silences them. Well, I won't silence them, freedom of speech and all, but God will see all the errors. Remember, Netanyahu, Sodom and Gomorrah, it was destroyed. It was to be saved if there was good people to be found. We have to keep the sins off the Israelites, away from the camp, away from the land. And this is sin. This pride is sin, Netanyahu. And we need to take it off the land of Israel. Israel should be, let me say this. It needs to be the only country on earth that is still kept the way it was when all the biblical figures of the past had been on your land. Okay? Now, was it 2018, nearly 250,000? I'm safe to say 250,000 plus people are part of pride on your land. Okay, if this was done in the past, they would have shut them out of the camp of Israelites and keep sin away. I wish it was that easy, Netanyahu, but this is your country, God's country. Well, not your country. You are the prime minister there. It's God's country, God's land, and I am not. I love Israel. Okay, and Netanyahu, I love Israel. And I wish I was born there. Okay, I was born in the United States, California, not Tel Aviv or Bethlehem or Jerusalem, Israel. I wasn't born there. I wish I was, because if I was there and I seen this happen, I would be doing a lot more than I can do right now, other than make videos and share my thoughts and concerns and worries for God's land. Again, so help me God, I will do whatever it takes. I'm of God's design, not man's. So my heart, God's love, burns in me like fire every day I awake. This is Pastor Jesse, Three Temples Ministries. Until next time.